Good morning and welcome to Rays of Revelation. Today is December 5th. So we're reading Proverbs 5 as well as 1 John chapter 5. In 1 John, he says, everyone who believes that Jesus is the Christ is born of God. And everyone who loves the Father loves his children as well. Let me tell you the reason why. Because the children have the same characteristics, the same behavior, the same countenance, the same love as the Father. And so if you love one, you're going to love the other. He says, if you love the Father, you're going to love his children. This is how we know that we love the children of God, by loving God and carrying out his commands. I love this. Verse 3. This is love for God, to obey his commands, and his commands are not burdensome. Sometimes people will go, Pastor, it's just so hard to serve God nowadays. Let me tell you, it is not any more difficult to serve God in 2019 than it's ever been in the history of man. The problem is not the culture that you live in. The problem is the condition of your heart. See, when you love somebody, it is not hard to serve them. It's not hard for me to help my wife or be a blessing to my wife or to do a to-do list that my wife has for me. It's easy for me to serve my wife. Why? Because I love her. If you say it's hard to serve God, what you're saying is that you don't love God very much. Look what he says. This is love for God, to obey his commands, and his commands are not burdensome. I tell you what, I find it very easy to serve God. In fact, I would say it's hard not to serve God, because God is so amazing and he's so loving and he's kind, and he only has my best interest in mind. Why would I want to serve anyone but him? And he finishes this statement by, for everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. And who is it that overcomes the world? Only he who believes that Jesus is the Son of God. We overcome the world when we fall in love with Jesus, and it becomes so easy for us to obey him. So today, let's love God with all of our heart. Let's obey him. Let's reflect who he is as his children everywhere we go. I love you. Have an awesome day today.